roll down the stairs and then to T-bone. Again, you'll want to make sure you dodge the Winged Sapphire. All you do for this section is you just collect his bones. The lines are a rough idea of where you need to go, but obviously you don't want to go all that extra distance. And just like other turtles, you can go for a snapback. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot going on there. So you'll start this level by rolling twice and attacking once to destroy the stone wall, and then you'll roll to the next stone wall and attack it once as well. And there'll be a cutscene. I want to come down to this bomb the bomb wall. Do not need to kill these enemies. Just clearing out so I can talk. After you get to this section, you'll want to use a B attack in order to skip this middle ledge. So normally you're doing kind of 2 bounces like that to get over to the key. But like most other bounce pad skips, you'll just bounce on the pad, use a B attack, and then you'll roll to the key. You'll want to roll through this hallway kind of in the middle so that you preserve momentum like that. That way you can get here in only 1 roll rather than 2. If you go on the bottom, you tend to get kind of stuck here during the cutscene instead. You do not need to kill this enemy, but just clearing it up so I can talk. Normally, if you roll on the bottom, you'll kind of get stuck here, and then you need to do 2 rolls to get over here. But rolling in the middle will, like shown, you'll carry momentum. On this bounce pad, what you'll do, like the other one, you're going to use a B attack to get yourself up here quicker to grab the bomb. And a note about this bounce pad is you can carry your momentum after the B attack to kind of redirect your momentum. And what you want to do is you want to redirect that momentum to throw the bomb into this wall in 1 fell swoop. So you'll B attack, and you'll be able to run around and redirect it. That wasn't the best demonstration, so I'll try again. The idea is kind of like that. I don't know why it's work. I'm just not getting like a quick shake. You'll see Stealth Up kind of quickly turns around for this. And I don't know why the thing's not working as well for me right now. It's odd. Yeah, so you just want to preserve that momentum to throw the bomb to this wall. After you blow up that wall, you'll carry this bomb with you, and you'll throw it diagonally to get this bomb wall. Don't need to kill these guys. What you would do instead, I'm just trying to explain. Rather than killing those, you would roll diagonally down because they tend to be standing right here. I don't know what there is a cue, a visual cue that indicates that they do something different, but generally, almost all the time, they're going to be kind of blocking you right here. So you should be able to just buffer a diagonal down rollout to avoid these guys. In the event that they're somehow down here, you can just roll up to pivot around that and continue. The indicator that I use for throwing the bomb diagonally is this sort of line. It's where the first bomb wall is, so you can use this as your indicator. So as you're rolling, then you can throw when you're about here. You can be a little bit after. It's not like a super precise throw, but it's just a nice indicator. You'll grab this key, and then you can just directly roll through this habanero to kill it. For whatever reason, it just dies immediately, which is weird. And then you'll unlock the key gate. Note about here is, I had to kill the enemies to kind of talk about what was going on, but there's generally going to be one of the fat belly spiders here. As you're unlocking the key gate, like this, so while you're shaking the Wii remote, you can just attack any enemies that might be here, just so that they don't interrupt you when you're trying to get out of here. Okay. Then you'll roll over to the wooden barrier. You'll attack it kind of when you're approaching it on the side like this. I'm telling these guys to like talk in peace. So as you approach it, you can attack it, and then you can go up on the left side. This way, there can sometimes be like a weird invisible barrier here. So just attacking at the moment you land, and then taking the left side is consistent. And then you can roll on the left side for this section. I'm on a weird cycle, so the cycle is probably the first thing you want to do when you get in here is kill that, what is it called? The Moon Widow? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so you start with killing the Moon Widow. Generally, it's in a really good spot if you come up along the left side. You can just roll and immediately kill it. If it decides to do weird movement, you should still try to get rid of it as soon as possible, because if you come over here and activate this eye, and you get stuck for, let's say, 2 seconds, and then you try to throw a bomb, you're not going to get here in time. If you get trapped, you might be able to make it in time, but it's definitely not as easy. So after you kill the Moon Widow, you'll roll over to the eye, destroy it, grab the bomb, and throw it in here. It doesn't really matter where you throw it as long as you get it in there. And you'll just roll through this section. After you get down those stairs, you want to shift to the left side. So then you're in a more favorable position to go up those stairs. So grab the key and then just unlock the key gate. Hug this left wall, you can attack the wooden barrier once, and then you can progress through as follows. Note that because this area is dark, it's obviously harder to see where you're going, so just... it'll take some practice. So the exact movement that I'm doing there is maybe not necessarily the exact optimal perfect lines, but that is generally what you're going to be doing through that section, is you'll just roll through, and with your cycles, this will come through practicing the level more, but if you can identify the cycles that the spikes that move kind of back and forth are, like I'm doing this, if you can identify those with more practice, then you'll know whether to take the left or the right side when we're passing by them. This way you don't get knocked back. So you want to grab this. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but you want to grab the key on the right because it's on your way to the next area, so just grab it first and immediately. Once you get to the bomb, so just, I guess, yeah, I can explain it now. The bomb here, if you don't take great lines in this section, if you either don't take great lines or you sort of brush up against the wall or get stuck on a corner or something like that, I'll unpause and repause very quickly. Look out for the fat belly spider, which is, I guess, right in front of me. That guy will go into where the bomb area is if you don't take optimal lines, because it'll beat you to you being able to escape. So you have to do the section correctly to get out without losing time. If you mess up, then you'll lose even more time. So if you get stuck by that fat belly spider, just kill it. You'll just spam standard attacks into it. After you grab the bomb, you'll just pull up the wall, grab the key, and then you want to adhere very close to this wall. You will roll, but you want to go along this wall because there are enemies kind of here. And if you make note of... I did not know Gargantuous was here. But if you note this Moon Widow, you can kind of see that the web doesn't really get to this wall unless you sit here for, 10 seconds like I'm doing. But when you come back from grabbing that key over there, even here you can see that it's not getting to the wall. So you just want to roll right along the wall to avoid it. And then you'll enter the combat area. Going to kill this guy. I'm just trying to get to my next part of notes. Okay. So I'll pause for a moment. The combat in this arena is really tough due to the random spawn positions of enemies, the Moon Widows being generally annoying and disruptive, and the gate will sometimes take more or less enemies and time to kill or to open depending on how things spawn and get killed. It's really weird. And it's hard to explain how exactly this goes in practice, or in this tutorial. So the big thing I would recommend is just trying to practice this section specifically. Like, the rest of this level isn't too bad, but this combat arena can really make or break a lot of time save, or you can get a lot of time lost depending on how it goes. So I would recommend just doing this part over and over again until you get an idea of what works for you, and kind of understanding how the section works in order to do it best. The things that I'll point out before I go into this, and then I can try to do commentary during it. Staying in around the middle of the arena can help for visibility, so you can see most of the things around you. Not necessarily the things in the very back, but you can see most of the arena. And when you spam attacks, like most combat sections, you want to overlap the damage the best you can. So if there's, two spiders next to each other, you want to keep them close together so you can overlap that damage. You can also make use of the bombs that spawn in the middle of the arena to throw them at enemies that are across the room if you're able to snipe them. But generally, they're most useful on the Gargantulas near the very end. If you throw a bomb at a Gargantula, it'll do almost enough to kill it, and then you can spam just a few attacks to kill it. I believe 2 bombs kills it, but I'm not certain, so I guess I can find out in a moment. But yeah, so we'll go in here. So you want to roll up and immediately grab the bomb. So you just have it. So like I was looking to throw it up where those enemies were. I guess I can try. Okay, so 2 Mega Bombs does kill a Gargantua. That's what we learned. That was actually a pretty decent section, even with commentary. But yeah, so I don't really know how to explain how exactly I did all that, but the general notes that I have are kind of what you want to reference. So, using the bomb as a way to get enemies that are over there while you attack over here. Overlapping damage the best you can. The Moon Widows are really annoying, so if you can get rid of them quickly, that's generally better. You can 2-shot the Gargantulas with bombs. So if you throw one and snipe it, you can throw another one, roll over here, and then just attack, over there. Yeah, after that, the monster gate will open, and you can grab the skull mask to complete the level. And that's it for chapter 15.